Hi everyone, welcome back to another event hosted by Diversity in Medical Academia, DIMA for short. If you're new here, DIMA is a widening participation organization supporting students getting into medical academia and research, which includes innovation and education as one of our focal points. We have also gladly been fortunate enough to be partnered with two of our supporting organizations as a brand new endeavor. MDU is a non-for-profit organization and is a vital partner for medical professionals in the UK. PAYE supports the top 1% of the professionals who would like to endorse and spread the information and knowledge that they have gathered from multiple years of experience through a variety of articles, quizzes, and courses. Thank you very much for these organizations for supporting us. Today, I'm very fortunately joined by Dr. Sunit Karana, a clinical research expert with diverse experience in medicine and regulatory affairs across Canada's esteemed healthcare institutions as well. He offers consultation services and mentorship to assist newcomers and allied health professionals, master clinical research and regulatory affairs. Thank you very much again, Dr. Sunit. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Adan. It was very nice to get the opportunity to talk to a group of students who are interested to learn about research. And this topic is useful for the students who are doing the master's, PhD programs, and will help them immensely. The science and technology has been moving at such a fast pace, and the advance in technology is mind-boggling, especially with the launch of ChatGPT and other AI softwares during 2023. So today we'll be talking a little bit about the various options available to different students and academic researchers on how to organize their publications and how to do literature review and search with the help of the AI. I have chosen 10 different platforms, and we'll be discussing the salient features on the which each of these platforms offer. Before we start that, I'd like to share a little bit information about the coaching services I provide. So um, I am I've started like a company called Pioneer Clinical Research Career Coaching, where we provide employment counseling services, especially to people who want to work in clinical research. And I started this in this year, but I have been helping newcomers and students since I started working in research 17 years ago. So people have been coming and asking me for help and advice. So I formally launched a company, and I've had many candidates, and they have been successfully employed in the business in the industry. So what we do is we try to like give advice on what is the best niche for them as per their personality type and their interest and aptitude, because there are multiple different positions available in research. And many of my clients are PhDs, and they have no clue on how the industry works. So there's a transition, a shift from the academia to the translation research industry in in pharma or medical devices. So this is like they have no prana, so it saves them a lot of time and effort and hardships to evaluate things on their own. They know what resources to use, and the packaging and bundles and prices are available on my website. It's Pioneer Clinical Research Career Coaching. I will put that link in the chat, and you guys can check that out. And after this, we will start the presentation right away. Okay, so let's get started with the presentation. You guys can see the screen, right? It's all good. Adan, can you see the screen share?
Yes, everything is clear. Thank you.
Oh, all right, great. So, what exactly is AI-assisted literature search and review? And so, it is basically uh, designed to help users, sift through large volumes of academic papers, articles, and other scholarly materials. The artificial intelligence technologies enhance the process of searching for analysis and synthesizing information from a large body of literature. Now, AI is good in one thing, in pattern recognition, and it can handle large volumes of data. So people don't have to slog hours and hours trying to find information they need. Um, so how does it do that? How does it help enhance our experience of literature search and review? It can actually, instead of doing the word search, which was previously the trend, which was followed to find the articles and journals, it can actually find papers based on the context and the semantic meaning of the text which you wanted to search for. It can help extract key data points, conclusions, or extract summaries from large set of documents. It can analyze large data sets to identify trends, patterns, and emerging areas of research. A very important feature is citation analysis and recommendation systems. It can analyze, organize the citation, and also can transfer these citations to Word documents. It can integrate with other softwares. It has the natural language processing capability and can analyze the content of literature for sentiment, context, and thematic elements. There is a new development in the area of the AI-assisted review platforms, and the more recent ones are can actually provide graphs or maps. For example, the connected papers can actually show a map in which one paper connected to other papers and by or other authors, and then what each of them have been working on, like in a geographical map-like situation. So in your area which are the authors are working in that particular paper. It can also eliminate bias by identifying bias detection. Like for example, some authors usually write papers on there are some topics are close to their heart. They keep on publishing on the same topic, and they get grant fundings from industries. So it can eliminate bias. It can also assess the quality of research which was done by checking the sample size of the studies, what methodology was used, and how much statistical analysis was used. As I mentioned, it can integrate with databases and libraries, and it also helps in collaboration with working with other researchers. So we'll discuss all these features, as they are salient to certain platforms. One of the notable platforms and programs for AI-assisted search and review are the EndNote, Mendeley, Zotero, Google Scholar, Semantic Scholar, Connected Papers, PubMed, Scopus, Archive, and ResearchGate. We'll jump right into EndNote. I will, in the end, give you information on like what each is good for in summary, and also give information on how much each of these cost to the researchers and the students. So EndNote is like known for helping create complex research. So it creates a personalized library of references and which can be sourced from various databases. Users can import these references from online database, PDFs, and other sources. It can do search within the PDFs and annotate the PDFs. It can store them online. It can format citations and bibliographies in various styles like AMLA, Chicago style, as per the requirements of the like your submissions. It integrates with word processors like Microsoft Word, so you can transfer your citation list onto the Word. It can help collaborate with other researchers by where you can share your library. And for example, the lead researcher or the supervisor can share their library with the students, and then they can go through all these articles online, and they can see which article is best suited for the research purposes, and they can use to cite that article in their research work. It has online seeking capabilities. So some platforms can be downloaded onto the PC and you can work from the PC, but more and more software are now allowing people to upload their information, the data sets and the lists, and then you can share with others so that increased collaboration happens. It also has an advanced search feature um, to find references in one library. It can organize references in groups. You can customize reference types and fields according to the specific needs. It also updates the citation styles and software features to keep up with changes. All of these softwares come with a very good support system. They have tutorials online, video tutorials, and you can call the customer support and ask for if you don't understand some of the features. And my advice would be to actually go online and check and see how many, like you can try each one of them. So, most of them are free for trial, and then if you like a particular one or more than one, then you can subscribe to the and then you can start using it if you're not already using it. The next one is Mendeley. Mendeley allows users to build and manage a digital library of research papers. You can import documents and research papers from your computer, online databases, or directly via web browser. Um, you can annotate and highlight documents, which are then saved directly to the Mendeley library. It integrates with Word, LibreOffice, and BibTeX. So citation bibliographic tools are like have different level of capability with different platforms. And if you're using a software particularly for citation, then you have to look at the features which of these platforms offer, and then you can use that particular software for that purpose. If your primary purpose is for visualization purposes, then you should use connected papers and stuff like that. Mendeley serves as an academic social network where researchers can connect and collaborate. So users can join groups, share documents, and work together. Now, I will mention in the upcoming, there's platforms where you can actually post a research question and the experts can actually answer the question or give you advice on how to go forward with your work. This platform also provides personalized recommendations for papers to read. For example, you have a particular interest, let's say you want to work on Alzheimer's disease or heart failure. Then if you have been searching articles in the platform, then the AI will suggest that this article might be related to the kind of work you're doing, and it will suggest and provide you a link so you can go and click on it, and then it will you can enhance your work experience. It's also having a cloud-based storage, enabling users to access library from any device. So it's like online as well as on PC. You can create a public profile to showcase your research publications. Many of the students who are doing research work are usually familiar with ResearchGate, and ResearchGate profiles are very popular, where people can actually upload their journals online and in their profile, and then they can showcase a profile on LinkedIn or other platforms. So the ORCID ID, it can be connected to this, like ResearchGate has a capability to connect to ORCID ID. You can store, share, and access raw research data. And another good feature is it will also provide information of the job postings and funding opportunities in various fields of research. Now, many platforms have started incorporating job openings into these platforms. So you guys can, if you're studying and only need a part-time job, then you can always go into the job profile section and then apply for these positions right within the platform. As with all the softwares, they provide extensive support and training, guides, videos, and help center for user support. Zotero is another good platform to use. It is simple to use. It easily add items to the library from web browser. It can detect and save bibliographic information from websites, library catalogs, databases, and other sources. Users can organize their references into collection and subcollection and tag them with keywords. PDF, it not only stores PDF but also enable users to annotate and highlight them. It can automatically retrieve metadata for PDFs and link them to the bibliographic records. Zotero also integrates with Word and Google Docs for easy insertion of citations. So, like with Mendeley, you can also join groups to share collection with other users, and you can collaborate on projects with each other. It is primarily online or a web-based application, but it is simple to use. It's you can see on the left there's a very simple interface, and it can because it's online, it's using cloud-based syncing of data. Users can add note to the references, which can be linked to specific items, can be searched and included in the reports. This also allows you to attach files like PDFs to the bibliographic records. Users can modify citation styles or create new ones and customize various aspects of Zotero's functionality. It is compatible with a wide variety of bibliographic databases and has a capability to import, export large different types of formats. Another popular one, which I'm pretty sure many of you might be familiar with, is Google Scholar. Google Scholar searches a wide range of scholarly literature, including peer-reviewed papers, theses, books, abstracts, and articles from academic publishers, professional societies, universities, and websites. Its interface is very simple, similar to the one we discussed, and similar to the Zotero. And also, Google Scholar also provides a list of citations and related articles. It also provides citation matrix, which is very specific to only few platforms. I know it's not every platform provides citation matrix. So this will help understand the impact of research, like the high impact research papers will be cited on the top, and then the low impact. So you can do search based on which papers are like in PubMed. It's mostly for clinicians, and they want to work on high impact research papers, so they can be listed from high impact to low impact and be arranged like that. Researchers can create their own profiles to showcase their publications. They have advanced search options. You can search by author, publication, or date. It can integrate with library resources and do, like for example, you're working in a university, and then Google Scholar can show you your university has access to which of the articles you are going to read or going to work through. It can set up alerts to be notified when new article matching your criteria is published. It also offers support for multiple languages, making it accessible to global audience. You can do, provide links to full text version of articles. For example, there's a open source platform and provides articles, so it can let you download the article right within the platform. The next one is the Semantic Scholar. It uses AI to understand the context and content of research papers, providing more relevant search compared to the traditional keywords methods. It indexes millions of research papers across a wide range of disciplines. It creates summaries of paper abstracts, helping researchers to quickly go through the essence of the study. Semantic Scholar's citation feature provides context by showing how a paper is cited, highlighting the sections of the citing papers where citations occur. So, citation being the primary, so you want to go with Semantic Scholar or Google Scholar. Citation and influence matrix. So just like Google Scholar, it also provides the citation matrix so that you can find the how much impact the research paper has in the community, how many times it's cited, and how important the gap in the research is that it fulfills. This also has capability to visually represent relationship between research papers. Authors can create profiles to showcase your publications. It also provides you personalized recommendations, for other relevant articles and authors. It also highlights open access papers, just like Google Scholar. It will let you know which ones are available to download for free. It integrates with ORCID, so authors can integrate their semantic scholar profile with ORCID ID, ensuring their work is accurately represented. And it set up alerts for when new papers are published in the journals. Connected papers, so this is the one I was talking about. It's graph-based visualization. It offers many different way of representing the data visually that is others don't usually, and this is very useful. I've tried this one, and it's very useful to know what different authors are connected to each other in that geographical area, and and who's working on what. So you can start with single paper and generate a graph that shows the related papers. um, you can, helps identify which are the seminal works in particular research area, the most important work done by the researchers or the authors. And then you can see what other publication these authors have, and it might be related to your work or not. It can also search papers based on titles, authors, or DOI numbers. It has an interactive interface. You can click on the nodes, so it will show up different nodes, and then these nodes are all authors with research papers, and they're linked to each other because this one is collaborating with the other three, and then you can click on the node and it will in the list show up all the different papers. You can customize these graphs based on how they display on paper. You can integrate with archive and semantic scholar. So it's good because archive has millions of papers. It's a indexing database, millions of semantic scholars saying. So there's the largest database of these papers, and you can integrate these. So you can search what the semantic scholar and archive have these papers, and then you can pull out the information from there. It also provides direct links to the pages on archive, so you can click on the link and go to the research paper directly if it's open access. You can bookmark graphs for future reference and share the graphs with others, which is useful for collaborative research purposes. Scopus. So Scopus is the next one, and it covers a wide range of disciplines, not only involving medical research, but science, technology, social sciences, arts, and humanities. So Archive does the same thing. Archive has a database of papers published from many different specialties, including journals, conference proceedings, state publications, and book series. It has a powerful citation analysis tool. You can track how many times a document has been cited, analyze citations over time, and identify key articles and influential authors in the particular field. So the importance of a paper is primarily determined by how many times the paper has been cited by others in that book. So this makes it the key, like a key information, key bit of knowledge which is used by other authors to enhance their research, and that is the criteria which wins Nobel Prize for the esteemed publishers and authors, because these researchers have done a work on something on which it's like a groundwork or the foundation on which the other researchers have done work and enhanced, science and technology. So, first, discovery of, immunization, and then or like for example, nanomolecules, nanotechnology, or for example, the initial papers on artificial intelligence. So everything is the groundwork on which everything else is built upon, and people are getting awards based on how impactful their work is. It is very important to understand that you may not have choice to choose, I want to go and do this one, because your PI or your mentor may not be working on the same. But eventually, before you choose a mentor, you should go and review all the information, what kind of work he's doing, what kind of papers he has published, how impactful they were. And these platforms can actually, you can just type in the author's name, like the mentor you're going to be working with, or your supervisor, and then see what work he has done and how impactful it is. Then you can choose to work with that. So you can before you start. It can also help you analyze the gaps in the knowledge in the industry, and then you want to work on something which nobody has ever worked on before, and that might be very important or key piece of information that will help other. So it's like thinking ahead. It's like thinking 10 years, 15 years, 20 years from now, that the research you're doing now, is it going to actually um, create more work, like it will open up avenues and channels, like you finding a biomarker. Let's say you find a biomarker for a particular disease, that's the end of it. So that biomarker is there, it'll be created into a kit and people will test. It's not going to build up a foundation of other testing. But if you find a key process, which for example aging is now, how to stop aging is one of the key feature research is being done on. So if you find a process in the cell that actually controls aging, that is a groundbreaking research, which will create many more avenues down the line, many more researchers to work on that process or that gene and create find products which affect a gene and create technology which can help people prevent aging down the line. So that will be the key. That paper will be highly cited, and that paper will be very influential, and that paper will actually can win a Nobel Prize somewhere. So other things Scopus can do is it can provide comprehensive information about institutions, including their publications. It is advanced search capabilities. Now, all of these are offering similar tools, but the thing is, unless you go and try it, unless you go and log in, hop into the website, and just check it out and see if you like the interface, if you like is like user friendly, if you like the way it presents information to you, and then you can. I advise everyone should hop in and check all of these because most of them are free, and then you can select that okay, I want to use this and this, or you're bored of using one particular platform, then you can shift over to another one. It also provides general metrics. So many provide different general metrics. So you can actually compare. You do the same search in Scopus. You can do same search in Google Scholar, Semantic Scholar, and compare their general metrics and see which one are according to your liking or which one are more useful to the kind of work you're doing. And then you can actually go with that platform. It can set up alerts for new publications by specific authors, and save searches allow for easy tracking emerging trends or interest. You can also export data. Like it won't be useful unless you are able to export the data into the Word or other affiliations with other programs. You can do. It can link. It offers link to full text articles through publishers' websites, and also integrates with institutional access, just like Google Scholar. So to tell you your institution has access to these papers and you can go and read those. Another good thing is with Scopus is that they provide platform for various languages. Somebody's doing research in another language, and quite a few of these don't actually support multiple languages. So Scopus is one of those. Scopus offers API access. So this is the programming interface access for institutional users. So you can create different flows of how the information works. It is also available in archive. I'll come to it, I think, in the next few slides. That actually helps to customize your data analysis, and along with when you integrate institutional systems, you can customize your analysis. You can change the flow. It's like programming language of how this thing works, and you can insert your codes and you can change how the things show up. So archive is freely accessible to everyone. Researchers upload their preprints. So preprints are those articles which are not published yet and they're under review by peers before they're published. So they are also available. And if researchers have uploaded their preprints, then anyone can go and read them and provide their comments. It's no subscription required. So it deals with multiple range of subjects like mathematics, computer science, and more, including medicine. and molecular biology. The platform operates on a moderation system that is overseen by International Board of Experts in various fields. So this is like a salient feature of Archive, which is not there in other systems. Archive provides robust search engine, allowing users to search for papers based on a variety of criteria. Like this is available with many of them, like author, title, abstract, subject areas. It'll give you email alerts to specific fields and subject areas. Um, so authors can update their submission with new versions, allowing for incorporation of new data corrections and other improvements over time. So you create a profile, you upload your paper today, you made some changes to it, you uploaded a new version, so everything is available over there. Archive is widely recognized and used by the academic community worldwide, making it a good tool for dissemination of scientific knowledge. So it also has application programming interface, just like the previous one we discussed. So um, developers and researchers can access archive content programmatically and then build custom tools for data analysis. So as you go deep into analysis, you go deep into finding information, like this is your full-time job. You're a knowledge expert in that area. So you will come across, that your institution is asking for certain type of searches that it normally doesn't provide, then you have to build up these special searches on your own. It also employs an endorsement system where existing members of community endorse new submitters. So you submit a paper over there, then other people can upload it, just like in Facebook. You click a like, or and then they will post their comments and show how reliable the content is, or they can provoke commendations over there. Archive collaborates with other institutions and receives funding from various organizations, including universities, libraries, and foundations, ensuring sustainability and growth. ResearchGate, very commonly used in universities. Most of the candidates, most of the students, researchers are aware of it. We primarily like a communication, sharing, networking tool where people create detailed profiles. I think the best profiles you can create is in ResearchGate with your interest publications, and you can upload your publications, paper, conferences, and it allows you to network with other colleagues. Here is a special feature is QA section, in which researchers can post research related questions and get answers from experts in the field. So this is a key feature not available in anywhere else. They also provide research metrics on like how impactful the paper is, and this is to maintain that your work is good quality work and is helping other researchers do their job. Another good thing is it features a job board. Like many of them are now posting jobs online. For example, you want to work part-time. So this ResearchGate has a job board where research related openings are present, where you can apply within the platform. You can actually request the full text paper directly from the author. If you connected with an author and he has published a paper which is available on another database for a fee, but you are connected to him on the ResearchGate, then you can request him, may I please have access to your article, research article, and then that guy might send this to you, and then you might be able to do your work. So you can create, share, and discuss projects together. It also offers a search function, but this is much more limited compared to what Archive can offer or what Google Scholar can offer. Users get personalized recommendations for papers and peers and even jobs based on your interests. So if you're working in diabetes research and there's a posting asking like a scientific associate for a position for research in diabetes or a postdoc fellowship, so they will send you in your inbox that, hey, by the way, we have this position available, would you like to apply for it? Even not only individual researchers, but universities and institutions can also create pages to showcase their departments over here. And the last one we're going to discuss today is PubMed. This is by no means the exhaustive list of all that is out there. We just picked like the few ones which are popular, and commonly used, and they are have good features and functionality. The one I left out is Research Rabbit. That's another good one. But I would think that would cover these 10 platforms will cover quite a bit of the kind of information you need in general. PubMed is the biggest one for medical science and clinicians research. So it has more than 13 million citations for biomedical literature from Medline, life science journals, and online books. It has advanced search feature that allow users to build detailed search queries. Another unique feature of PubMed is the medical subject heading search called MESH search. It will include the medical subject heading, and then it will give you precisely those articles in which that particular heading is mentioned. You can also filter your search based on publication date, the age of the population on which research is done, their gender, and for other biology like you search in octopus or certain other species. Uh, it also provides links to full text articles at journal websites and other related resources. You can create an account at my NCBI and save your searches and create alerts on it. You can provide like clinical queries. You can do systematic reviews, meta-analysis, review of clinical trials happening, evidence-based medicine, and more. PubMed allows you to easily find citation information, export it to various formats. It is a free full-text archive of biomedical and life sciences journal literature at the US National Institute of Health, NIH, Library of Medicine. So NIH is the biggest funder, like funding agency for research happening in US. In Canada, we have the Canadian Institute of Health Research. I don't know what's happening in UK. Maybe you guys know, and you guys might have a own platform, to find the research happening in UK. Multilingual support. So it index articles in multiple languages. It's also accessible on mobile. You can download a mobile app, and you can collaborate with journals worldwide to see comprehensive coverage of literature. So in summary, EndNote is favored in academic settings for its robustness and wide range of features that support complex research projects. It's useful for managing large volume of references and simplifying the process of citing sources in academic writing. Mendeley is appreciated in academic community for its user-friendly interface and effective combination of reference management with social networking. So it helps researchers, educators, students to manage research papers and collaborate with others. Zotero is user-friendly, so it's powerful functionality, and it's an online tool. It's like we saw that it's web-based, and it's very simple to use, and it's very easy to use. The Google Scholar has a broad view of academic literature, can quickly search a large number of research papers. However, it is not exhaustive, and you might miss specialized research papers or resources, but it can complement other data and databases. And it calls in the other features we saw that it can tell you your institution has access to these articles, and you can link. Semantic Scholar is provide deep AI-driven insight into research papers. For example, other Google Scholar and other might do a superficial search with Word, but Semantic Scholar will actually understand what you're trying to find. What's the nuance behind, say the like a cell process pathway in the pancreatic cells. So we want to see the certain process or pathway in pancreatic cells which changes during the when the diabetes develops. So that kind of specific nuanced research is more appropriately done in Semantic Scholar than in other platforms. Connected papers, I'm a visual person, so I love this field. You can show you a graph. So researchers who are entering the new field and need to quickly understands academic landscape. So let's say you're working in US or working in UK and in London, UK. So you can see what all the influential researchers are working in London, UK, and what all the different papers they published. Let's say you want to find a supervisor for your master's program, and you want to work in specific area. So you can just go to connecting papers. You can type in the name of um, that particular area, like the field you want to work in, and then geographic location. And it will show you everybody who's working on that, and then you can actually approach them through LinkedIn or through the institution to say that, okay, I'm interested to work in this area. Could you please accept me as a mentor? I've read your articles, and I see I'm impressed by your enthusiasm in this field of research. Scopus we saw is good for valued for robust citation and analytic tools in providing good bibliometrics and research assessments. So it can tell you how impactful the papers are. So archive is ability to provide rapid access to the latest research. It has the biggest index of research papers and articles. It is also multi like which involves very multidisciplinary. It has many different mathematics and physics, and so you can access archive for that. ResearchGate is good communication tool. It can connect you to other researchers. You can ask questions on how can somebody help me, or I'm not able to find this, and so people will help you. You can give commendations over there, create a profile, showcase your strengths, find jobs, and can apply to these positions over there. So regarding the cost of using this platform, so EndNote is usually just a one-time purchase, and student run full version. I think academic institutions have it in their libraries and installed on the computers in the libraries. You can go and use it over there. Mendeley offers a free basic account with limited storage, but if you want to increase the storage, like you've been going to do a PhD, and you definitely should, if you like Mendeley, you want to go and buy it, and then you can have unlimited number of papers you can download and store in that platform. The Zotero is the same, free to use with limited storage, but additional storage can be purchased with plans. Google Scholar completely free to use, no charges for searching and accessing papers. Semantic Scholar is also free to use, and it provides access to features without any cost. Connected Papers is good thing is free to use. It focuses on providing visual exploration of papers. Scopus requires a subscription, so if you don't want to spend money, these are very expensive normally. So you can go to your institution library and say, I want to use Scopus. Do you have a subscription to it? So they will grant you access to it. You can even use it. Nowadays, virtual libraries allow us to use all these tools right in our home. All you need to do is log into your university's website and go to the virtual library, and then you can access the tools from there. Archive is a very important database, and it is free for both submitting and accessing papers. ResearchGate is free for researchers to join. So everybody who's going to do a research is like do master's, PhD, or should actually create a profile on ResearchGate, and you learn a lot from there. And PubMed is also free to use. So the cost lies in actually accessing those papers which are not open access. That's where the money is. So when you want to read something, and so you want to read, and that's not available for free. That's where the thing comes in. So you can, on ResearchGate, you can access the author. You get connected to the author, and then you can say, hey, I want to use, like I would like to read the paper. Could you please send me a copy? That's pretty much for the presentation.